Well, I've been a member of this community for well over 35 years. I've raised 3 daughters, put them through the public school systems. I've been involved in several businesses locally in Morgan Hill. In addition to being part of the city council and at one time mayor of this community, I've been on numerous boards and commissions. So you might say I've earned my stripes being part of the fabric of what Morgan Hill is all about. I was one of the people at that time in the mid-90s that we developed what was called a visionary process. We brought the community together and tell us, what is your wish list? What would you like to see happen in Morgan Hill? And on the top of the list was sports. We just don't have enough sports venues in our communities. In addition, there was libraries, there was a community center, etc. But at that time, the council was charged with, how do we make this happen? How do we do it? The first thing to do was find the location. What we discovered, we had a jewel right within our community with the property that sits directly across from where we're standing here, and eventually it has become the youth sports mecca of South County, and in fact, probably one of the finest sports venues in the country. Taking that and looking what that can transpire into economic recovery, it's amazing. Any weekend, this community is filled with kids coming to play and adults to play at the sports complex, to stay in the hotels, to eat in the restaurants, to spend their money locally, which is a huge economic engine driving that economic force into Morgan Hill. From what I understand, there were 80 teams representing 7 states that came to lacrosse tournament here at the sports complex, which represented approximately 8,000 people that were staying in the hotels, eating in our restaurants, spending their dollars here in Morgan Hill. Now from what I hear now, that there's going to be 140 teams coming next year to a major soccer tournament. So you can understand, and you do the math, you tell me what that could represent in total dollars spent here in the community. So is sports a major attraction to Morgan Hill? Absolutely. Well, the hotel tax, which represents $1.3 million that came in, which is 6% of discretionary funds to the general fund, that essentially could be used for any purpose. Once these families come here from all over the Bay Area, all over the state of California and the region, they've gotten a taste of what Morgan Hill is all about by visiting the sports complex. And they have had a taste by visiting some of the local eateries, etc. But they've also have driven around the town. They're here for a weekend. So they have been introduced to our local agriculture, our local wine industry, which we have plenty of in this community. I mean, agricultural is the thriving part of what this region is all about.